This is Gwydir Forest Park in the north of Wales. And this is Kath McNulty. Responsible for overseeing 1,000 hectares at the ancient woodland site, her team is removing conifers such as Douglas fir and larch and replacing them with native broadleaves. Why? We found out during a recent visit to the forest.
Yeah, this particular area, because it's a plantation on ancient woodland site and Wales has got a commitment to restore ancient woodlands. For us, restored means 51% of broadleaves, and so we're happy with that. But that could still be a productive woodland going forward. But that is the driver here. You know, in this particular site, we are looking to have broadleaves from a biodiversity point of view, from a landscape point of view. Although the big conifers are valued in the landscape, over time we need to replace them with something else. Elsewhere in the forest we're growing really good quality Sitka spruce, and hopefully we will continue to do that, as well as introducing perhaps a few new species to make our forests more resilient.
As well as its striking Doug fir, species such as Sitka spruce and Lawson cypress are being removed. Notably, NRW is yet to do any replanting at the site, it's broadleaf self-seeding, which provided plenty of encouragement to Kath. But given how steep Gwydir is, it requires very specific harvesting skills, which are proving challenging to find.
So we're working on a very steep site above the river Lligwi, and what we're using is a skyline, but the difficulty we've got is actually finding operators to manage these kind of very large trees on a very steep slope with a skyline. So what I want to set up is a long-term contract, we call them progressive contracts in Wales, with a view of achieving that. So we'll be working difficult sites as well as doing thinnings in other areas. So the plan here is, because we can't do a single tree species thinning, what we're going to be doing is strip felling, and just working our way along the riverbank until we get to better sequoia, then we move the large Douglas fir that at the moment are very popular with the tourists.
Kath, who might be best known for her stint as Confor's national manager for Wales, is one of forestry's female leaders, and she is determined to get others involved, believing women can bring something different to the industry.
I've worked in forestry for 20 years now, and I've always found that being a woman in forestry has put me in a really good place. I think women bring a different way of thinking to the industry, perhaps slightly more lateral, or maybe it's just we think differently. And so I've always managed to get my views heard, I've always managed to pursue my passions in forestry, but at the same time it's quite a lonely place sometimes, particularly around welfare. You know, when you've got a group and somebody needs to pop behind a tree, it's a little bit easier for the blokes.
Check out November's edition of Forestry Journal for a full feature with Kath and Gwydir, or on our website forestryjournal.co.uk.